searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Panthers and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To the air yet again, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30. Grant Delpit. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. One play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson runs over it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Watson. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields. Good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now it's Fields. On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. A final shot before the break. Fields. They'll roll him out right. So we've reached halftime here. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught by Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 29, Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. York able to send this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. On first down, it's Watson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on second down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Watson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Brian Burns now with his second sack here on opening night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw down the field. Conway is running back. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. From a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
As he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll buy some time right. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The